And we are live. Anyway, I'm a little bit late today. I'm 1 minute late. What's going on, guys? I'm not, as usual, I'm not quite organized yet. It's for my life. Hey, man, what's up, Fat Boy R6? How you doing, man? Chad Campster, what's going on? Rusty's here. What's going on, man? Welcome into the chat, guys. Thank you for being here. I did not make a video today. Rough day. Same here, Rusty. Not a lot going on. Just had a bunch of stuff to do today, and okay, Fat Boy's gonna change accounts. He'll be back as Octane Hemi. Yeah, just had some stuff to do, and the weather also sucked. It was windier than hell here today, and I wanted to do a video outside with the new pressure washer and all that stuff, so once again, that video got delayed, and then I just didn't have a lot of ideas to make a video, so I didn't want to make something stupid. So by the time I got doing the other stuff, it was like 5 o'clock, and welcome back, High Octane Hemi. I lost my free gym membership when I switched jobs. So we bought have some home gym equipment already, but I bought some more stuff. I bought a home gym thing, and we had to put it together today. It was actually took quite a while, so a little complicated. I put part of it together wrong the first time. I had to go back and fix it too. So Ron Johnson, what's going on? Dominic's here. What's up? We're in a pretty good crowd already. That's nice to see. Good to see. You know about that, Chad? I'm not sure. I know we're supposed to be pretty cold tomorrow. I think we're supposed to get rain here tomorrow. Pretty sure we're getting rain and wind and stuff again. So this weekend kind of felt like we took a step back by a few weeks, but I know before long it'll be like 100 degrees here. We'll all be freezing, so I'll be complaining about that. Still don't have the wheels and tires put on. I've been so damn busy, I haven't even had time to worry about it. I'm going to have to take somewhere to have them put on because I don't have a way to put them on here at the house. So, yeah, big storm out west, what I heard, and I heard it's coming. But I think we're just supposed to get rain here. I'm not sure. I'll have to check the weather again tonight before I go to bed, but kind of weird. New job's going a little bit better. I'm starting to catch on a little bit and not feel so out of place. And it was pretty rough that first week or so, but it's getting a little bit better. I feel a little bit better about it. Like I said before, it's just been so long since I have not known what I'm doing at a job. I've been the guy training other people and stuff until now. Now all of a sudden it's a totally different world but yeah, it's going a little bit better. Hopefully it all works out. Hopefully that storm does not hit here too hard, but we'll see. We had hellacious wind yesterday. Some trash cans blew over in the area where I work, and our whole entire front of our building where I work was just getting pummeled with all this garbage and stuff swinging around. It was a mess. I went out and tried to pick up some of the big stuff, but the wind was blowing so hard I couldn't pick a lot of it up. I couldn't chase it all down. But Becky's here. What's going on, Becky? How you doing? Welcome. Hello. Yes, Ron. That's yes. High Octane Hemi says that running 2 channels is nuts. Trying to keep up with everyone. Yeah, I bet, High Octane. Running 1 channel is tough enough. So yeah, I can't imagine trying to run 2. Trying to come up with videos and all the people and answering and all that stuff and responding and keeping up with what's going on with your channel. It's got to be pretty tough with 2. I think for now anyway, I'll just concentrate on the 1. I've had some ideas for other channels, but like I said, keeping up with 1's pretty tough, and I don't even have that many subscribers. So if I were doing YouTube full time, I might try and do another one on the side. But Yeah, Chad lives pretty close, northwest of me, so he might be getting some of that storm tomorrow. So, yeah, Rusty says they're living in Florida. You guess what you deal with heat and more heat. Yeah, we'll be getting some heat here too before too long. We get fairly high humidity and heat, a lot more than what I was used to when I moved here from Colorado. We really didn't get that hot there. You'd get like 90 or so, maybe sometimes 95, and it was dry, very, very dry. So it didn't seem so bad. But I came out here, it was like, oh my gosh, don't know if I can do this. Ron Justin, I saw that they released the pricing and stuff on the Elephant engine a couple days ago. I think it's like $29,000 or something just for the motor. So yeah, send me some snow, Ron. Yeah, 1,000 horsepower. Rusty says the humidity is terrible there. I would imagine it would have to be down there. It'd have to be pretty bad humidity. I wasn't sure I was going to make it to the stream. I posted earlier that I was going to do a stream and everything like I normally do, and then I started to feel really weird and like lightheaded and shaky, and I was just super tired. I couldn't keep my eyes open. Kim forced me to go take a nap about an hour and a half ago or so. So she talked me into it, basically told me just to go lay down. She'd wake me up before my stream was ready to go. So I did, and that helped a lot. I feel a little bit better. So I was really out of it. I slept really good last night too, so I'm not sure what happened, why I got so tired today, but kind of strange. I was actually a little bit worried. I was like, why do I feel so strange? My heart was flutter, my head was spinning, and yeah, Kim straightened me out. sometimes a little nap can really make you feel a lot better. So. Matthew Trenberth, what's going on? Welcome. All right, Matthew. Yeah, I wanted to wait. I could have done it today, but it's like 50 degrees and windy. So I want to wait until there's not any wind at least, because I want to be able to have some audio that's, reasonable. When it gets so damn windy in here, and my driveway is really windy, so it just kind of sucks through that little tunnel there, and it gets so windy that it blows out the audio. So I'd rather do that video when I have a little bit, basically the audio will be a lot better. So Chad, maybe I do have the dehydrations. Maybe I should drink water instead of that. But I will be doing it. I did a lot of research before, because I knew I wanted to buy an electric one because the gas ones are pretty expensive, even though they're better. And I knew I wanted an electric power washer, and so I did kind of like quite a bit of research on what would be a good one, and this one just seemed to be kind of jumped out at me as what the best deal was. So. Hi, Ken Hemi says, so he talked to a Mopar guy and he told you that Scat Pack is the best for the money and 485 horsepower is plenty. I told him I'm going to get a Hellcat one day, and he said, just think about the car payment and insurance. That's true. If you get a used Hellcat and insurance, I don't know if there's a huge difference in insurance. I'm not really sure. It shouldn't be too crazy bit of a difference as long as you keep your driving record decent. But yeah, Scat Pack is probably the best deal. If you're buying a new one, it's the best deal for the money, for the horsepower, for the money, and all that stuff. And it's, for most people, it's going to be plenty of horsepower. I mean, unless we're going drag racing or something like that. But for just cruising around on the street and having a little fun, it's quite a bit of horsepower, lots of torque and everything. It's a lot of fun. So, yeah, but I do want a Hellcat too, high octane. So I hear you. High octane, are you still off the pop? I was hoping I don't want you to get back on, but I feel terrible, man. I was going to try to do this at the same time you did, but I didn't last very long. I've got to kick the stuff to the curb. I really do. I'm doing better because I'm not drinking it at work now. I used to work at the grocery store, and I was drinking at least a couple during the day, if not more, because they're right there. I could just buy them. For me to drink a pop at work now, I would have to bring them with me, which I haven't been doing. So I do drink coffee in the morning, and then I usually don't drink anything else at work. But yeah, when you get old like me, the insurance isn't too bad either. It goes down as long as you have a good driving record. Try to stay out of trouble that way. I know if I get myself a ticket, it won't be good, but And our yearly car insurance is due in May, so we pay once a year. It's a big old payment, so that's coming up here very shortly, as a matter of fact. So it's always stressful. Just had the house taxes, and now we don't have a house payment. The house is paid off, so um, but we had the house taxes and then the big insurance payment, right one after another. So not looking forward to that, but that's okay. There's worse things. RT Smith, hello. RT Smith is thinking of going with the pistol grip shifter on the 2018 M6, the old school touch. Your thoughts? Yeah, I like the pistol grip shifter. I think it's pretty cool. It's not really my thing, but I do think it's cool. So, and then, it's something also that if you do it, it's not like it's permanent. You can if you decide you don't like it later or something, you can do something different. So that would be definitely a cool little thing to do with it for sure. Definitely get that old school classic vibe going and everything. That would be awesome. Ron Johnson, you took the factory cold air intake off and put the Mopar aluminum tube on it. It feels a little bit faster with my butt dyno. Yeah. The old butt dyno. Yeah, Rusty, the car insurance is that, we pay it once a year all in one lump sum, which makes it a little bit cheaper that way, but it's a big payment all at once. It's always a little bit like, oh, yeah, I forgot. Last year it snuck up on me. I wasn't thinking about it. And had the money to pay it and everything, but I bought a couple guns like about this time last year, and like spent more money than I really planned to and stuff. And then all of a sudden it was like, oh yeah, the car insurance too. And I was like, ugh, kind of like if I'd have thought of that, I wouldn't have bought those guns. But Chris Evans, what's up? Hello, welcome. Dominic pays about $70 a month for the Hellcat. That's not bad. That's pretty good. That's really good. We have trying to think. We got I guess just the two cars. We have the Prius and the Challenger on the one insurance policy. Then I have the Saturn on a different one, which we should probably just add to that. It'd probably be cheaper. And then I have that Ford station wagon, that Ford Focus station wagon on yet another one. So all different policies. I don't know. Probably should just throw them all in one, but I think most states have that, Chad, don't they? Most states have like a point system, and different tickets are different amount of points over a certain amount of time. You could actually lose your license if you get too many points. I would assume the insurance is a little bit more for the Scat Pack. I think the more horsepower, the more the insurance goes up, but it's not that bad. I don't think it's that big of a difference. It's not anything crazy. Rusty pays about $154 a month for his red eye insurance, which probably isn't too bad. I mean, it depends on where you live too. A lot depends on the state, in the area where you live. Some states and areas of that state are just higher than other areas. So. Have not used it yet, Chris Evans. Like I said, I was going to try to make a video with it today and use the foam cannon and do the car and all that stuff, kind of show it off, see what it did, let you guys kind of see it, me learning how to use it, because I haven't used it yet either. So I was going to show you guys as I was figuring it out too, and everything. But the wind, we had like super high winds the last couple of days. It would have just blown all the audio out and everything, and probably would have been blowing the soap right off the car. So there's been really high wind. So we are going to put that video off until we have some more calm days. Had a little bit of crazy Nebraska weather the last couple of days. So I would rather do that video when I can make a better video, with better weather. So with less wind. A lot of wind here, though. It's always windy here. It's an ongoing problem, and I'm sure High Octane Hemi can probably, since he's pretty close to me, I'm sure the wind is similar down there. You get a lot of wind in this area of the country, so. And Chad probably understands that too. Anyone else who lives in this general vicinity. Lots of wind all the time. I mean, it's when it's not windy, it's almost like, oh wow, there's no wind today. It feels kind of weird because it's always blowing. So yeah, if you can have the same exact car, the same exact credit rating, and the same exact driving record, same age, and all that stuff, and person who lives in like Chicago or somewhere is going to have a lot higher insurance than somebody who lives like out here in the middle of nowhere where I do, in different states and stuff like that. It's all different. So also, if people I've noticed that if you just shop around for insurance, you can get, even for the same person, same car, and everything, you can get some pretty wild different rates from different companies and stuff. So there can be quite a bit of difference just for whatever reason. I don't know why that is, but yeah, but if you go to like an independent insurance agent where they work with a whole bunch of different companies, they don't just work for like Progressive or something. They work for a whole bunch of them. They have like a whatever they have access to all these different, and they can usually find you a pretty good rate because they run it across all these different companies and find you the best rate, and they get a little bit of money out of it, but which is fine. But they can usually save you a little bit of money and do all that work for you, so you're not checking all those companies yourself. Yeah, there's so many, Rusty. There's so many different options now for insurance. It's not like the old days where you had like four companies and you went down and went to one of them, and you got so many different options now and different ways to do it. And got 9 people. I'd like to build my own insurance policy where it was like $5 a month. Unfortunately, I can't. I do need to get all the cars on one policy. I guess that would make more sense instead of having 3 different policies for 4 cars. I got to cancel the motorcycle insurance, luckily, because I got rid of the motorcycle. So that insurance payment's out done. So at least there's that. I don't really miss the bike too much yet. I haven't thought about it a lot since, a couple days after I got rid of it. And it's with the new job and everything, I haven't had too much time to think about much anyway. I've been so focused on that and a little bit stressed out by that I haven't had time to think about a lot of stuff. Even getting the new wheels and tires put on is I just keep pushing it off to the side because I got so much other stuff going on. So yeah, I bet you probably could save some money if it was all in one policy. Dominic, you're right. Definitely. I got too many damn vehicles. At least we got rid of one of them anyway. But the Saturn, the Ford wagon, Challenger, the Prius, and we had a motorcycle. So I need to get a pickup truck, but I don't think that'll probably be happening anytime soon anyway. But that'd be yet another one on there. That's not bad. High octane Hemi, 235 for the year is not bad at all. I think I'm trying to think what mine was. Yeah, it was actually mine was like $40 a month. I think it was. It came out to, so it was quite a bit higher than that. Yeah, Chris Evans, 30 and 40 all weekend. We got a little bit higher temperatures than that, but the damn wind. And yeah, it's not feeling very spring like this weekend. It's pretty actually cold, and then the wind, of course, blowing makes it feel even that much colder. But I guess tomorrow's going to suck, apparently. I guess I better check the weather a little bit before I go to bed tonight. But yeah, well, the one policy I have on that Ford Focus station wagon thing is it just comes off my credit card every month, and I don't even pay attention to it. I think it's like $50 a month or something. Chad, I saw an advertisement today for a Grand Island car show. I don't know. Um, I think it's a different one. It was at some big church, and it's for the flood relief or something. And it was June 2nd or 3rd. I think I saw it on. I think I must have saw it on Facebook or somewhere. Somebody posted it on Facebook. But the big car show in Grand Island at the fairgrounds, I think already passed. I went last year. I didn't go this year. High Octane says we only have 2 seasons now: summer, winter, no more spring. Or yeah, it doesn't seem like it. We go right into summer or right into winter. Rusty took his red eye to the car show yesterday, and that was fun. I bet that was fun. Get a lot of attention. I bet probably. Or how many people asked you if it was a demon? Anybody see? I just watched right before I got on. I watched a little bit of Z Outlaw's video. He's at a car show today with some drag racing and stuff, and he was kind of bored. And that's kind of what happened to me last year. I tried to make a bunch of videos at car shows, and the videos didn't do well. One, and I got really bored doing it too. And I don't think people really want to watch car shows on YouTube that much because it's okay to go to one, but to just watch video, it isn't that interesting. And they're all kind of the same. At least the ones around here, they're all pretty much the same thing, same cars. And the other problem, like he mentioned in his video today, is that there's always music playing really loud. And you can get a copyright strike if you can hear that music in your video. So it's really hard to make a video at a car show with all the music and everything, because then even if it just shows up a little bit in the background, you get a copyright strike on your video. And I had that happen a couple times. And so usually now, if I do anything at a car show, I just leave the sound off and I put my own music over it. So yeah, Dominic, I don't mind watching car show videos, but I don't like go out of my way. Like if someone who I watch is at a car show on one of the videos, I'll usually watch it, but it's not something I'd like go looking for online or anything, like searching to look for car shows. Thanks, High Octane, 3,000 subs. I'm very happy. It took me a while, man. It got up to like 2,800 or something pretty quick, and then all of a sudden it just like someone put the brakes on there for a while. It took me a while to get that last 100 or two, but I'm very happy now I got it. And now it's up to 4. Let's get to 4. I had a couple of people comment on some of my car show videos last year after I'd made, I don't know, 3 or 4. There was a couple comments that were like, hey man, if you've done one of these car shows, you've done them all. And it was true, because a lot of those videos, a lot of the same cars, and it's very, very similar videos. And there's a really big car show down in Marysville, Kansas, and I can't remember, or not Marysville, and maybe it is Marysville. I think it is Marysville. What am I thinking of? I better rethink that. I think it's Marysville. Yeah, it is Marysville, Kansas, and I can't remember when that happens, but it's a big car show. It goes on for like 10 blocks, both sides of the road, and it's pretty cool. I really like that. I might try to go to that one this year if it's not too late. I'm pretty sure it's more in the summer because I remember it being hotter than hell last time I was there. So and there was everything from new stuff to old stuff to military vehicles and a lot of cool stuff, a lot of interesting stuff. Tractors. I'm not really into tractors, but matter of fact, I know nothing about tractors. I know zilch about tractors, but there are a lot of stuff at car shows. In my new job, there's some tractor stuff that I have to learn and know how to do, and I don't know a damn thing about them. So big show in Syracuse, New York. Well, I bet some of those shows up there are really big. I think Marysville's about 100 miles from here, so it takes a little bit of a drive out there, but it's a nice town. Marysville's a kind of a cool little town too. For some reason, I really like it there. So We actually spent the night there once just for something to do. Just went out there, and there's a really good little Mexican restaurant there too, which I really enjoyed a lot. It's in an old house, in an old Victorian house. Yeah, it's pretty cool and good food. So yeah, we're back. Car show season is back upon us again, but I don't think I'll, like I said, I don't think I'll be making a lot of car show videos. Maybe a couple. I'll probably do a couple. It is a, a pretty easy video to make. You just kind of walk around and tape the cars, and not a whole lot of editing. But yeah, they're just not interesting, and they've never done well for me. So I'd have to go back and search through them, but I don't think I've gotten. I might have had decent views on one or two of them, but people just don't seem interested in that. So, of course, they're coming to a channel with, a 2018 Challenger Scat Pack, and they're probably not super interested in. I mean, some of them are going to be, but most people who are into that car or whatever cars like that, they're probably not going to be into the old classics. And a lot of these car shows are very heavy on the old, 50s and 60s cars and stuff like that. So that might be part of it too. If I went to some like shows and cruisins and cars and coffees and things like that where there's some newer cars, I might do better on the views than the stuff that I end up going to. I guess that's mostly classic cars and a lot of old people. And and we have a car show here in town, I think on Memorial Weekend, and there's usually another one at some point too during the year. They're both going to be the same though. It'd be the same cars, mostly local people within the 40 or 50-mile range of here. So it'd be the same cars both times. Maybe one or two or maybe 10 different cars mixed in there, but for the most part, it's going to be the same old stuff that everybody's already seen and I've already seen. But I'll go anyway, but it's something to do. But yeah, it's. Hey, good night. Good night, Rusty. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. Have fun at work tomorrow. I got a long day at work tomorrow. Mondays are my long day. The rest of my days are pretty short. I work, not that it's that long, but it's 8 to 5 tomorrow. Most of my days are 7:30 to 3, 7:30 to 2, and then there's one that's 8 to noon. So tomorrow's the only day where I work like a full day. So, hopefully it goes by quick. $5,000 cars. Chris Evans says the one in Syracuse has 5,000 cars, and it takes 3 days to see them all. Well, yeah, you have to be. It has to be an 80 or older to get in the show. Cool. Yeah, 5,000 cars. That's a lot. Jesus, yeah, that would take forever to see all those. I think I might even get bored at 5,000 car show. That's a lot of cars. Trying to think what they advertised the one in Marysville, Kansas. I think I don't know. I think they say over 500 or something cars. I don't know. So it's not that huge, but we're going on a half an hour here. Trying to think what else has been going on right here. Not much. I've been so damn caught up in the job and everything that I haven't done much of anything interesting other than that. So the crystals that come from all over the Grand National Show. Yeah. If there's 5,000 cool cars in it, there must be a lot of people from a lot of places coming to that. That's pretty cool. We don't even have probably 5,000 show worthy cars in the entire state here. So I don't know. I can't. Probably not. I think I'm falling asleep again. Yeah, summer show, June 15th, summer showdown in Marysville. Yeah, it's a pretty cool show. It was a full day. I mean, well, not a full day, but it took us several hours, and you could make a full day out of it if you wanted to. And there's a lot of cool cars, new stuff, old stuff. Like I said, military and tractors and all kinds of stuff. It was pretty cool. A lot of people. Nice hot day. There's motorcycles too, and all kinds of stuff. It's pretty cool. I probably will go to that one again. I think I will try to go to that. It's a good time, and like I said, I really like that town, and it gave me an excuse to go to that Mexican restaurant down there again too. I really liked it. It was pretty good. I've been there twice, so I really like it. So it is Sunday, just Dave. Sunday night. Joe is falling asleep over here. Dominic, I haven't heard any new complaints yet, so I've been trying to be real gentle with it. When it starts in the morning, it's pretty loud, though, definitely. But I've been trying to be just coast out of the neighborhood. And Chris says if that car show up there in Syracuse, they take the whole state fairgrounds and fill the grounds. Yeah, for 5,000 cars and that many people. Yeah, you never need an excuse. We actually went off Mexican food Friday night, but we have a little place here in town. It's pretty good. It's much better than you'd expect in Superior, Nebraska. It's actually pretty decent. I grew up in southern Colorado, so I'm used to having like a million choices of great Mexican food. But out here, it's a little different out here where I live. It's pretty hit and miss what you might get. So you've had 2 nights in a row, potentially 4. Kim and her son, either one are that into it very much, and I don't know. It's like my favorite food, but they're not that into it, so I don't get it as much as I need. I still talk them into it a lot, and we still go a lot, but we still have stuff at home a lot too that I make. But depending how full you make those tacos. That's right, Cinco de Mayo. Yeah. Where is the year going already, man? It's flying by. The weather's not doesn't seem like it's that time of year yet, but it is. Yeah. Some tequila. If I drank, I'd be drinking some tequila with that. But judgment free over there. I worked out today for the first time in a while. I lost my gym membership because of my job changing jobs. I don't have my free gym membership that I used to have with the old job. So we putting the gym down in the basement, and I finally got that together and some other stuff down there, and worked out a little bit. I probably hadn't even gone in a while. Anyway, I didn't even use it the last couple of weeks I worked there anyway. So it's been a while. I used to go every night or 4 or 5 times a week or every night sometimes for a while. For years I went every night, but I have a feeling I'm gonna be a little bit sore after today because it's been a good month since I really did anything. So probably feel sore, which will be good, but I'm good to get back on it. It's actually kind of nice having it in the basement. I don't have to get up, get dressed, get in the car, or drive down there. Makes it a lot easier, a lot less excuses to not do it when the weather is bad or you're tired a little bit and you don't want to Yeah, bikini season's coming. um, yeah, but there's less excuses when you don't have to actually leave the house. It's right down there. So the one thing I do need to do is get some music down there, though. Yeah, that might be Becky why I felt lightheaded. I felt good before that, and after I worked out, I just started feeling really weird. Like I don't know. Yeah, I got real lightheaded and super tired, and I was kind of confused a little bit. Like I couldn't think straight for some reason. So yeah, there's not many beaches. Well, there is a little beach at the lake down in Kansas here at Lovewell Lake, which is a few miles from here down in Kansas. There's like a little beach area. It's kind of cool, except there's always dead fish up on it, but not always. But let's see. Chad Campster open to anyone. If you had to make a choice between a 1320 or a Scat Pack wide body, what would it be? Open to anyone. I'd probably go with the wide body Scat Pack. That's what High Octane Hemi says too. 1320 is really cool, but it's just so drag race focused and everything. And for what I would want the car for, I'd probably be a little happier with just a Scat Pack wide body. So I got to agree with High Octane on that one. But the both of them are awesome. So definitely, you can't really go wrong either way. So just depends on what you want to do with it, So yeah, Dominic, you would think they would do a 1320 wide body. I don't know. That'd be a hard choice. Now I'm thinking about it, but I still think I'd go with the wide body Scat Pack, even though the more I think about it, the more, yeah, maybe. Phone's going off again. Becky says she'd take the 1320. Just Dave would go with 1320. And me and High Octane going with the wide body Scat. Who else? Come on, someone else. Jump in there. Kind of the reason I would go with you can't get a Demon anymore new, but I mean, if I had a choice between a Demon and like a Red Eye or whatever, I'd go with the Red Eye just because it's more, it would fit me better for what I wanted, what I would want the car for. So Chris goes with the Scat Pack. Looks like we got about it's about half and half here. I think the Scat Pack wide body's winning just by a little bit, by one vote, if I'm looking right. So it's a toss up, man. Yeah, I hope they make that black. I agree, Chad. That color is so nice. That's a great. It's a wonder. It's just a great color. They need to make that available for all the challengers, chargers. Just David, get the 1320 with no back seat, so you don't have to drive anyone around. Yeah, that Becky, that color is awesome. I love it. I would definitely get that color if I could. I think I might like it better than the Octane Red, even. So. But they got so many great colors. I mean, they really do a good job with the colors. It's awesome to see all the different colors and. They probably will release it. I'm sure at some point they're gonna. That'll be. They do a lot of stuff with colors. They bring back old colors in the middle of the year, at the end of the year, sometimes. So Chris Evans says she'd like a Scat Pack to replace the I can't say that. SXT. They need to change that damn name. It's hard to say. SXT. I'd like a Hellcat to replace my Scat Pack. So you could have my Scat Pack, and then I'll get a Hellcat, and then never ends. They're doing a lot of good stuff with these cars, and the colors coming and going, and bringing other old colors back, and doing all the different, like the 1320 and the red eye and the demon that they did and all that stuff. They've always got something going on to kind of keep it interesting. So they do a better job than that, I think, than any other company. They, like I said before in those videos and stuff, they've been working on this. They've been using the same platform, the same car, basically the same car for several years now, but they just keep doing enough stuff to it to keep it interesting, and the sales are going up and up and up on it. So, like we talked about yesterday, it passed up Camaro a while back, and um, it's catching up to the Mustang sales. So, pretty awesome. Yeah, Chris, I think that's human nature for most people to want to keep getting something better all the time. Just Dave says he always starts looking around at cars and then realize that you don't have the money for any of them. Well, you could just gotta keep thinking and keep being positive and keep working, have a plan, and you can pretty much get anything you want if you just keep working towards it and think positive and know that it's going to happen and make it happen. Sometimes it may seem like it's a million miles away and there's no way to do it, but you can always figure out a way to. At least I think I'm happy that like my dream cars and all that stuff, and the things I really bank heist. The things I really want are none of them are like super unattainable. They're within reason at least, So it's not like I want a Bugatti or something like that. I could care less about those. So, or even a Lamborghini or something like that doesn't do that much for me. So I'm pretty happy about that. At least the cars that I really want and the things that I really want are all fairly somewhat attainable things. So. High Octane Hemi says Demonology did a video of some guy 68 Roadrunner, cool, 446 pack, and it was called a Vitamin C, the color, but it was fuel injected. Huh, cool. I got to catch up on my videos. I keep saying that. I haven't been watching as many as I should. I watched a little bit of, I was watching a few earlier, but trying to think. I can't remember. I watched Z Outlaw's latest video. Did you guys see that huge crash in Denver? Was it? I can't think if it was Thursday or Friday. I think it must have been Thursday on the interstate there. All those cars and semis on fire, and I think 4 people died. It was a mess. It was terrible. I saw some of it live. It was crazy. Apparently, a semi truck was out of control with no brakes. Apparently, plowed into a bunch of other cars and trucks, and it was just a huge mess and flames shooting up, and it was crazy. One of the weirdest things I've seen in a while. That was bad. I think that guy is under arrest and going to be charged with some stuff. Apparently, he says he couldn't stop the truck. I don't know. Who knows what the whole story is, but Dominic says Demonology actually did a video with wrestler Goldberg. That was pretty good. Cool. Yeah, I started to see a lot of people like getting other some celebrities and stuff in their videos, which is pretty cool. So certainly can help your views, that's for sure. Oh, he's teaching him how to drag race. Cool. That's probably pretty interesting. Chad, take it easy, man. Thanks for coming in. Have a good supper. Just Dave says when they released the 1320, they had a bunch of celebrities over here for the Woodward Dream Cruise. Oh, cool. I'd love to see that sometime. That's a hell of an event. Yeah, I think he's getting charged with manslaughter or something like that. He says he couldn't stop the truck, but they said he passed up a couple of semi truck runoffs. They have runoff lanes, where they can, if they're, because it's at the bottom of the mountains there. So apparently he passed those up, and I don't know what the whole story is. Who knows? I mean, the only people that know are him, and so. But yeah, terrible, horrible crash, really bad. They were showing it from a helicopter, the fire and everything live. And then when they'd zoom in, you could see that there was like a whole bunch of cars mixed in with the trucks, and everything was on fire. It was horrible. You're just driving home from work one day, and next thing you know, you're in the middle of a absolute disaster like that. It's crazy. I feel bad for everybody involved. That's what when you drive those big trucks, you gotta. I'm sure he realized that, but it's one of those things. Anything you drive, actually. I mean, a car's, you get a 4,000 pound giant weapon, really. So, and then the semi trucks even more. So it's a risk you take when you're driving stuff like that. You never know what could happen. So it's terrible for everybody involved. Nothing good is going to come out of that. But I do guarantee that there are some politicians in Colorado that are going to come up with some stupid new law because of that crash. They're going to come up with some ridiculous law because every time a tragedy happens or something crazy like that happens, there's certain politicians that feel like there needs to be some kind of a new law that needs to be put into place to prevent that from happening again. It doesn't do anything except cause a bunch of more problems. But I guarantee you're going to hear about some new legislation to whatever. People get mad when politicians aren't doing anything or they're not working. We're better off when they're not working. We're better off when they're not doing anything because all they do is screw everything up anyway. So I prefer they stay home and not do anything. But if you've ever driven that road coming down out of the I-70 coming down out of the mountains there in Colorado, it is pretty. It's a lot of steep downhill for a really long time. So you could easily screw up you could easily overheat your brakes or whatever, and God forbid you lose your brakes or something. Then it's gonna be hard to. It's pretty tricky. I used to live out there that way, so I've been through there quite a few times, and it's there's a lot of roads like that in Colorado and Montana, Wyoming, a lot of places like that where it these big long downhill runs coming out of the mountains, and then it wouldn't take much to have a horrible accident at the bottom or even before the bottom because brakes go out, brakes get hot. Yeah. Yep, high octane for sure. You'll hear about it in the next couple of weeks. Somebody proposing a new law to stricter punishments for something or whatever. It's just always something. If everybody just tries to take care of themselves, and we already have way too many laws. We don't need any more laws. So. Yeah, just Dave. That's how Kansas and Nebraska are kind of that way too, just super flat. There's not a whole lot of runaway trucks and cars around here. If you lose your brakes here, you just wait till the car slows down. There's no downhills Very few. You could almost do the Flintstones thing here and just put your foot out the door and use your use your shoe for a break. Yep, strong breeze. Yeah, Kansas, Nebraska, Iowa. A lot of these places around here are you can't coast anywhere because there's no hills. Becky says it must be nice to have flat areas. Yeah, you live in hilly, mountainous, not Hillary, hilly country. Dominic says Pittsburgh is all hills and valleys. Yeah, yeah. When I moved back from Colorado, it was it's a lot of ups and downs and hills, very little flat area actually. So yeah, mountains in West Virginia. Yeah, I think every place has some nice scenery. Just different types of scenery, but everywhere has its scenery. Some are nicer than others, obviously, but even the flatlands out here have some pretty scenery. And one thing I could say, oh, yawning, for Nebraska, Kansas, and that kind of stuff, really nice sunrises and sunsets because of the flat land, and you get the wide open. It can be really nice. Some of it can be really nice sometimes. Colorado is beautiful because of the mountains and all that stuff. But yeah, every place you go has its pretty areas or pretty times of day or some stuff to get some photography of or whatever. So just Day said he's pretty happy with Michigan. Man, oh man, went to Oregon last year. And man, oh man, it was so green. Yeah, I bet Oregon. I've never been up that way, but to Oregon, but I've never been to the Northwest really. So yeah, and the pictures and from what I hear, well, it rains a lot. So yeah, I would imagine everything's really, really green. So that's got to be nice. Oh, here it goes. I can't stop yawning now. Too many mans in that sentence, but you get the idea. Yes, yes. Each area of the country kind of has its little. We got your desert, your mountains, your flatlands, your northwest where it's green and rainy. There's lots of nice stuff. I'd really like to someday take time to just travel around this country a lot more than I have. I've been a lot of places, but there's certain areas that I haven't seen at all. So I'd like to just maybe hop in the car and just travel around and see all those areas where I haven't been able to get to. And one of these days, someday, and then I'll bring my video cameras and everything along, and we'll share that on my channel. There's a couple channels I watch that guys do that kind of stuff. Trying to think what the hell the name is, but there's a guy he likes to just travel around the country, and of course, he videotapes everything, and he goes to all kinds of like tacky attractions and different things around the country, and his videos are very, very interesting. And he's got tons of subscribers and tons of views, so he's making lots and lots of money, and he just travels around and every area that he goes to all the like whatever would be interesting to see around there, and he goes to it and shares it on his video. So it's pretty cool, really cool, great idea, and he's got quite the job there. I'm very envious of him. So Just Dave says you're going to Myrtle Beach for the. I've heard that's really nice, and hopefully it's decent. Yeah, I've heard that Myrtle Beach is amazing. So, Brian, what's up? Camaro, what's up, Brian? I think we'll go a little bit longer here, guys, and it's we're going on a little. We're getting close to an hour, so we'll go for a little while longer before I fall asleep. I still have to shave my head tonight, which takes a little while. I can't wear a hat to work, so well, I guess I don't know. I might be able to wear a hat to work. Come to think of it, I don't know for sure. I haven't. I get lazy when I can wear hats all the time. Tony Tebb, what's up? You're debating between a Mustang and a Challenger. Both are good choices. I'm a Challenger guy, so of course I would say Challenger, but I like Mustangs a lot too. They're really cool. So probably really can't go wrong with either one. You probably get more. I don't know, debatable, but maybe you'll get more for your money with the Mustang. But Challengers are a little bit cooler and not quite as common. I think, in my opinion, they're cooler. I think they get a little more attention from other people when you're out on the street or whatever. But you can't go wrong either way. They're both good cars and they're both interesting. So I'd say whichever you get the best deal on, whichever one really appeals to you the most. Chris says, when your son was 11, you drove from upstate New York to California and back. 7 weeks, stayed in a tent. Great trip. Oh, man, that would be so cool. I would love that so much. That's something I've just got to figure out a way to do that. I would like to kind of drive aimlessly, just not really have a plan, just take off and just go, and I would love to do that. Just see where I just head to wherever felt right and then think about where else I'd like to see and just kind of continuously do that. Maybe a little bit of a plan so it would make more sense. They weren't crisscrossing the country all over the place, but and I'd like to do it by taking the back roads as much as possible too, rather than the interstates, because the old highways are so much more interesting. Interstates are great because you can get somewhere quick and you can drive faster and it gets you there quicker and it makes more sense and it's more convenient. But some of the back highways are just really cool. All the old stuff that has kind of been passed by, but a lot of it's still there. All the old businesses that used to probably be a really busy place, they're no longer because the interstate went through, and I just love that kind of stuff. So Tony said, if you're looking at 1320, definitely get a 1320. Awesome car. Since you've already had a Mustang, I'd say get a Challenger and kind of experience both. Like if I was debating between the two now, I might get a Mustang just because I've already had a Challenger, or I have a Challenger. So I'd say if you've already had an 18 Mustang, I'd go for the Challenger if I was you. And you can kind of something totally new and different and see what you like the best. So that's what you did, Chris. No plans, just went out, and that's a dream come true right there. I'd love to do that. One of these days, I'm going to do it. I'd also like to drive Route 66 and all that stuff from St. Louis to California. That would be awesome to do. I know not all of it. I don't think you can go through all of it anymore, but as much as you can. Yeah, the 10-speed Mustang's pretty cool, Tony. It seems, I haven't driven one, but from everything I've heard and seen on videos and all that stuff, it seems like it's pretty damn cool. So Steve Fitzpatrick, what's up? Steve is here. Thanks for coming in, Tony. Good to see you. A new person in here. It's always cool. Challenger is a much bigger car. It's more comfortable. Takes up a little more room on the road. but it's you get used to the size pretty quick. It's not like it's huge or anything. It's just a little bigger than what you're probably used to, but it's definitely comfortable. It's a good car for road trips and stuff. You get all that power, plus you get a little bit of comfort with it, which is pretty nice. Steve rode his bike down the Pacific Coast Highway. It was awesome. I'll bet that would be beautiful. That would be a beautiful ride. I'm getting you guys are giving me the urge to get out and go somewhere now. I really want to. We're on 1 hour, guys. We've been going for an hour. Well, I'll be laying in bed tonight dreaming about road trips. Road trip to Florida would be cool. Hell yeah. Well, now I just switched jobs, so now I'm kind of in this, I can't really go anywhere for a while thing. Well, when my YouTube channel blows up and I don't have to work anymore, I'm just taking off. Yeah, I could do a weekend getaway, although I only really get a day and a half weekend now. So we do get holidays and stuff off, though, so I might be able to incorporate that somehow. Yeah, Kim did a good job on the flag. It's staying up, so my hours are much shorter. I'm not there all the time, but I'm there 6 days a week. So that's a little bit weird. I'm not used to that, but it's short hours every day, so it's kind of nice in that respect. But it is not nice in the respect that I got to be there 6 times a week. So far it hasn't really bothered me much, but I haven't really had to go anywhere or do anything much since I started either. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, get off halfway through the day on Saturday and got to be back Monday morning. So there's that. But oh god, I think I would have passed out on you guys. You guys don't see my head hit the keyboard. Yeah, it is what it is. Everything, no matter what you do, anytime you change stuff like your job or whatever, it's always that adjustment period because everything changes, and we'll see. Starting to get the hang of it. A little more comfortable. And sometimes when someone comes through the door, though, when a customer comes in, I'm still having these thoughts of like, oh, please let this be something that I know how to, please don't let this be anything weird. Let me be able to handle this without getting someone to help me. But I'm getting better. I hope so, just Dave. I hope I'm a pro in no time. It'll be going on 2 weeks now, and I'm still not a pro. So we'll see. Hopefully, another couple weeks, I'll be a little more comfortable. I'm getting better. It's not quite as scary as it was the first couple days, but yeah, I got all the tires, all the rims, everything's ready to be put on. Just haven't gotten them on the car yet. So I got to do that. But like I said, with the new job and everything, I kind of pushed all that stuff to the side because I got so much other stuff going on. But I need to do that and get them on, make videos, and try them out, make sure they're not going to rub and everything. We'll see how that goes. I'm getting conflicting reports on whether we're going to have any rubbing or not. Depends on who you ask. I talked about, I'd say 8 or 10 people with the same exact setup, and like about 80-90% of them say there's no problem, but I got a couple people saying they have rubbing, so I don't know what the hell the difference would be, but we'll see. We'll find out. I may have to get spacers or something. Becky you got your airbag recall done last week. There was a great looking white Challenger with a red RT stripe getting served. That'd be a cool combination. That's a cool color combination. Everything goes smoothly with the airbag recall. Hopefully they did that quickly and didn't give you any trouble. Haven't had any recalls yet on mine. We had that, there was that cruise control recall because cruise control was getting stuck on I think it was the 18 Challengers, but it was only for the automatics. There was something where under some certain conditions with some certain combination of things that the cruise control would get stuck on and you couldn't turn it off. You had to wait 6 weeks to get in, and it took 3.5 hours. Ouch! Oh, I bet that was fun. Well, at least you had some cool cars to check out, and you got it done, so you don't have to worry about the damn airbag anymore. I shouldn't have said that about the no recalls yet, because now something's going to happen. I forget just what were all there was a combination of things that had to happen, and it was still extremely rare that cruise control would get stuck. I can't remember what it was, but some about between certain speeds and under certain conditions, and I don't remember what it was, but it wasn't like it was a huge problem, but Dodge kind of discovered it on their own, that in some of their own testing, that the cruise control would occasionally get stuck on under some very specific conditions, and so they went ahead and recalled those. So you got to ride home, came back to pick her up. You didn't just hang out there the whole time. See, I'm so far from from a Dodge dealer that I would have to hang out or do something or take 2 cars or something up there to go somewhere else. Because, like I said, I'm 65 miles from, I'm 100 miles from, or 90 miles from the place where I bought it. I'm 65 miles from the nearest Dodge dealership. So I'm nowhere near home when I'm at a Dodge dealer. So we have a GM dealer here in town, but no Dodge dealer. Yeah, hopefully a loaner car or something, go shopping for the day or something while we're waiting. Go out to eat, whatever, do something. Nothing interesting to look at as far as cars for sale. That's kind of how the closest Dodge dealer to me, the one that's like 65 miles, they never have anything. They don't have any. They very rarely have any Challengers or Chargers. It's all a whole lot full of pickup trucks and Durangos. For the most part, it's pretty much all they got, in minivans and stuff. And then they got some Jeeps, but and then when I do see a Challenger or Charger at dealers anywhere in the general vicinity of here when I'm out doing whatever, it's almost always there's not Scat Packs or Hellcats. It's always SXTs and stuff. So nothing wrong with that either, but nothing wrong with that. But yeah, high octane. I don't know what to think about that. Got a couple people telling me you better just buy the spacers now. Other people are like, no, it'll be fine. Mine are fine. So hell, I don't know. I guess I'm gonna put them on there and see what happens. I got those 10.5-inch rims on the back with 305s. And other people say it's fine. Got a couple people say it's not fine. So we'll see. About 80% of the people say it's been fine for them and they haven't had any problem. But I don't know what the hell difference there would be. It's same car and everything. But anyway. Yeah, well, nothing wrong with it. But I mean, I already have a Scat Pack, so I wouldn't want to go any lower. But no bad shaming. Yeah, I got 275s on the front high octane with 9.5-inch rims. And then 10.5 rims on the back with 305s. So hopefully I can get through this without anything major having to happen to make them not rub. I hope. I'm hoping. That I don't know, Steve. I'm not sure what to do with this speedometer. I'm not sure what exactly is going to happen there. So high octane, you've had no problems in the front. That's cool. And I saw you made a video about the grip and stuff, but I haven't had a chance to watch it. Oh man. And I did not do a live stream this week. I told you guys last week I'd do one during the week, and I never got to it. So those tires you got are good for the price. Cool. I'm glad. I hear a lot of good things about them. So everyone seems to like them. I mean, whenever somebody asks for advice on what tires to get, that name always comes up. So they must be pretty good. Whew. Dominic says ready for the ready for the C8 release for sure. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what these prices are going to be on the C8 because you're hearing all kinds of. Apparently, there's going to be several different levels of this thing. So. Yeah, I know, Ziggy. And hey, Ziggy and I, what's up, man? Yeah, I'm gonna be blasting the quarter panels no matter what. Probably the roads are so damn dirty around here. Yeah, Hacktane, don't be burning the, don't be doing too many burnouts on those new tires. Your wife will get mad. Thanks, Chris. Have a good night. Take care. I think we're gonna roll out of here pretty quick here, guys. Thanks a lot, Chris. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. Good to see you again. I think we'll wrap things up here in a minute, guys, and I still gotta shave my head and ugh. Not looking forward to that either. That's gonna take a while. I let it grow for 3 days, so it's gonna take me a little while to get it all. It's a pain in the butt, man. Yeah, just Dave. For a while there, they were saying they're going to still build a front engine vet alongside with the mid-engine vet, but now from what we're hearing now, it sounds like no more front engine vets. So there's been a few people posting things about how the old basically the Corvette's been killed off. The Corvette that we know since 1953, it's always been a front engine rear drive thing, and so now they are going to apparently phasing that out now. So it's kind of interesting, actually, kind of weird. We'll see what happens with that. They're definitely going to be moving this up to another level. So we'll see how it does. Hopefully it doesn't hurt their. Hopefully it's a big success because I'd hate to see anything bad happen to Corvette, So. Thanks, Becky. Have a good night, Becky. See you next week, hopefully, or maybe sooner if we get back in here this week. Yeah, GM's doing a lot of weird things, especially with their styling. Now, I think the Corvette's going to look really cool, but GM's doing a lot of weird stuff. Steve Fitzpatrick thinks they're going to ruin it. I don't know if they're going to ruin it. I don't know. We'll see. When it comes out, a bunch of people is going to be split. A lot of people are going to think it's cool. And a lot of people, like especially old school guys and maybe people who have vets now, are going to probably not be real thrilled with it at first, and it'll grow on everybody. I think that's usually what happens. It's kind of what happened with this C7. You know, everybody at first, a lot of people loved it, but there were certain people who didn't like it because the taillights weren't round and all that crap, and everybody was upset about that. But now, obviously, it's been a huge success and it's worked out really well. So we'll see what happens with the next one. The Camaro is getting a little bit. I didn't like it when I first saw it, and still not thrilled with it, but I definitely like it better now than when it first came out. It's kind of growing on you a little bit. We'll see. Anytime they radically change something or whatever, it's always a lot of the reactions are not going to be that great. So that's what we talked about with the Challenger. Like if they keep keeping it the same because people like it so much, and eventually they're going to have to do something about this car because they can't just keep making the same damn thing forever. I mean, they could, I guess, but it's got to be a little nerve wracking when you got something that is really, really popular and people really like it. And it gets lots of attention, even at this point, after being the same damn thing um, for so long. But at some point, you got to change it up a little bit. And man, it would be a disaster if they did something that everybody was like, "Oh, that's terrible." So, well, we'll see. Though there's a lot of in the Mustang, that last Mustang refresh, kind of people didn't like that at first, but I thought it looked good. I still think it looks good. I think by now, pretty much everybody's over that. Everybody thinks it looks pretty good, but they look better in real life than they do in pictures for sure. It's got kind of a classic look to it. The Challenger does, so I think that's what makes it so popular. It kind of appeals to not I would say it doesn't appeal to everybody obviously, but it appeals to a wide range of people just because it's kind of got a classic look. It doesn't look there's nothing super futuristic or spacey looking about it or super modern. It's just kind of this weird. It's just a really good looking car. So the engine tick. Yeah, 11 years of Challenger. And what on the 2015 refresh that they did? That's now what 5 years old. So, the Mustang did you take? Yeah, I don't know. What's up, 570 experience? We're just getting ready to wrap things up in here in a couple more minutes before I fall asleep at the keyboard. I'm so tired. I don't know why I'm so tired. I slept really well last night, but I'm exhausted for some reason. I'm having trouble keeping my eyes open. Have a good night, 570. Thanks for stopping in. He comes in. I'm like, yeah, we're leaving. No explanation for the tick in the Mustang, huh? Huh. Well, I think we'll wrap this up now, guys. Thanks everybody for coming in. Really appreciate it. I'm gonna go hit the showers and shave my head and probably get in bed and try to check out some other live streams if they're still going on. I think last week when I tried, I think I missed everybody, but um, anyway, maybe tonight I'm a little bit earlier. I think so. Maybe we'll try to hop on to some other and check out some other guys' streams or something tonight if I can get there soon enough. Anyway, guys, thanks a lot for being here. Really appreciate it. I will try to do another live stream during the week. I said that last week and I never did do it, but I got to make some videos, man. This weather's screwing up my whole video plans. But anyway, Thanks for being here, everybody. High Octane, thanks, man. Just Dave, Steve Patrick, Dominic, everybody. Thanks a lot, guys. Just Dave, Dom. Yeah, there's all those same people. Yeah. Thanks a lot for being here, guys. Really appreciate it. Take care. Have a good night, and I will see you soon. Hopefully, probably won't do a video tomorrow. Maybe Tuesday I can get that, get the pressure washer out and do a video on that. Get the car all soaked up and see how that does. So we'll see about that. We'll see what the weather's going to be like Tuesday. I'm not sure, but we'll check. Tomorrow's pretty much out because I got to work really long hours tomorrow. So take care, guys. Take care, and thanks a lot.